Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the U.S. Capitol building. If you've joined us today for the insurrection, please make sure you pick up a promotional leaflet on the way in, stay inside the safety cordons at all times, and if you get lost, speak to one of our Capitol police officers. They'll be sure to point you in the right direction. And be sure to set aside a little time today to join us for some insurrection activities, including our photography tour, our fancy dress competition, and have a go on our climbing wall. But don't forget those safety ropes. And I've now received the results of our fancy dress competition. The winner today is Jacob Chansley. That's Mr. Jacob Chansley. If you could report to your nearest Capitol Police officer, they'll be sure to give you your prize, a guided tour of the building. And all that's left is for me to thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the insurrection. Wherever possible, please try to clean up after yourselves. Don't forget to visit the souvenir shop on the way out, and feel free to join us on the outdoor terrace for Nancy Pelosi's Insurrection Soiree. Grab yourself a light refreshment and enjoy the music of our very own fancy dress competition winner.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings, but you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear them preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country, and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean, but if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough. While you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks. You're supporting what you stand against, you don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
We can all get along, but there's no stopping. Ay, everybody's wrong, that's the real problem. Ay, they don't want to hear it, but they still talking. Ay, soon enough, we running out of options. Ay, this ain't gonna end till it's in the coffin. Ay, we ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. Ay, I don't know how we can make amends or we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can't make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
What's happening, everybody? Just me and so far. Midwest is here, but he's downstairs. Camera. Introduction headache. Long as I don't know what's going to come up.
Get your intro.
Yeah, I did the intro. We are live on Rumble, Twitch, and Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. Censorship on YouTube. So,
Hey,
what's happening, sir?
Hey, Seven.
Checking to see my microphone is. Hey, it's actually the right one. What's happening, Midwest? Hey, Cobra, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. Just finished eating a gigantic fucking porterhouse steak, man. The biggest porterhouse I've had in a long time. Had a fucking tenderloin about that big.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was only like $12 too, man.
Really?
Yeah, man. I don't know. It was on sale at our store up here called Market Basket, and they I don't know. They always
The
have
Moolahs.
The Moolahs, right? Exactly. So yeah, so it was. My wife came home with a bunch of them for dinner, so I'm like, "Bet I'll have it."
How much were they a pound?
I think she said it was $8.99.
What's up, most hated? How you doing?
$7.99 or $8.99. $7.99 or $8.99.
How's
That's
sound on YouTube for people that are in YouTube? Hopefully you
He's
hear us.
always yelling because I never look at prices. I just no.
YouTube for
But I
people
will
that are
say,
in
I usually
YouTube.
look for it when steak is on
Do you
sale.
hear
He's
us?
always yelling because there's a store near us. They have the really good looking steaks and stuff, but they're $25 and $30 fucking dollars, Well, the day before they were about to go fucking hit the date, and they put them on sale for 50%
Thank
off.
you.
And I'll go down and scoop up fucking 10 of them, and then just put them all in freezer bags and freeze them. And they come out fine. I had one of them just the other day.
I went to my butcher today. Didn't get my steak, so I'm going tomorrow to get those.
Now, does he have bacon there too that you can get fresh cut bacon?
Yeah.
Did you ever
Yes,
get
I
it?
do. No. My wife,
You should-
I don't eat it. My wife goes to, her,
Oh, okay. I love a good bacon. I bought these 2 slabs of pork belly.
Oh, yeah.
It's bacon, it's pork belly, and it's already It's already.
Delegab, how you doing, you filthy animal?
And,
Good to see you.
What's up, Dilly? I gotta put.
Billy?
Oh, there we are. Already on.
I figured out, I don't know if it'll work, but how I should be able to show chat on. Never mind.
Most hated grower, Michigan native. What's up, Nate? Wild's here too. Oh, I didn't see Wild.
He's having dinner, I think he said.
Family outcast. What's happening, man? Oh, he's got Starlink. How do you like that, man? I'm thinking about getting that this summer up in Maine.
Family Outcast has Starlink?
Yeah, that's what it says at the top of the chat on YouTube. It says, Cobra, I got the Starlink, and it's the fastest I have ever had.
I didn't see that. Damn.
Yeah, at 7:02 he posted that. Right. Yeah, because we get nothing up there. So.
Smoking our weed, growing weed. I'll show you my grow right now. Well, that's a little bit of it. And what just finished. These are the ones that just finished here a second. There you go. Anyways, lots of weed. There's a kind of most. Do. So you all upsized now, Seven?
Say what?
You all upsized now?
Oh, yes. Yep, all 20 of them. They're looking good. I think I put the lights on too bright for them at first. They're all looking still kind of fucking shocked. I turned all the lights down. I don't know how they got on that high.
Well, it's still on veg, right? So
Exactly. So,
you don't crank it till I get in the flower.
Yeah, they're all creeping back up again. You know. Yeah, nice and green anyway. That looks good.
Yeah, mine seem to be really happy to get upsized too. They went from 1 gallon to 10 gallons, so they're like, "Oh yeah, look at this."
Yeah, I get a bunch in 5-gallon pots, and then I have them in 7-gallon fabric pots. I think I get six or 7 of those.
I like fabric box. Midwest, I'll probably be talking to you pretty soon. Well, all the time, but I'm gonna be trying cocoa next year. I'm starting right now in soil, but I'm gonna be adding cocoa. Is what I'm gonna, make the pots out of.
You ain't gonna save no money, man. At least not here, anyway. I was talking with the guy that owns the grocery store the other day, and he was like, "Fuck," he goes, "The price of cocoa is just as bad as fucking soil."
Amazon, brother. I'm sorry, I know Midwest doesn't like Amazon, but look pretty cheap to me.
Cocoa is, yeah, it depends what you get though.
Get those cocoa cores, just expand. I don't know.
Block.
Yeah, that's what he said. It was a block.
It could be a pain in the ass to expand, but
Yeah, but
I get 3 gallon block out of a 2.2 kilogram block. I get, which are the big blocks, big squares.
Yep.
I get about 3 5-gallon buckets out of that, and I think it's $20 for that block right now.
Yeah, that's a good price.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, he was saying whatever he had. I didn't look at it.
Gallon bags out of a.
He was saying it was 32, 34 bucks. Whatever he had. He's kind of expensive anyways. But I will say he is the same fucking price for dirt as everybody else around here.
We're talking about your Starlink. Is what we were talking about.
Like the Starlink?
I missed the part where you said you had just gotten it and it's kick-ass fast. Up on up here and show us. You get it on the RV so you can drive around. They're giving them now for boats even.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty soon they're going to be on cars. I know it.
I mean, I had DirecTV back in 2004 when I had my 5th-wheel camper. And it was cool because I just got a portable dish on a little tripod. And we'd set that up no matter where we were. And it was cool. But the only weird part was you'd be down in South Carolina watching fucking Boston TV because my satellite was, geared for home here.
It wasn't your satellite, wasn't it? You were programmed for that.
That's whatever it was, yeah. Well, my box would only receive.
Right, your box is programmed for that.
It was receiving Boston stations, so it was weird watching the Boston news and everything, while we were down in Florida and everywhere else, But we mostly had it for the kids.
I'm tempted to get Starlink, I don't know. I mean, I spend $50 a month right now on my internet. And that's all I really have for coming into the house.
$600, but that covers your cable and internet, right? And that's like
well, then it's $100 a month.
$100 a month.
So it's like I'd have to spend $600. That's the box for me, and then twice the amount for internet.
I'm paying $90 a month for fucking what do you call it, internet?
Right. Well, like I said, I use the cheaper router that I paid for myself, so I don't have to pay them for that. So I pay $50 a month for my internet, And it's 25 megs. It's enough.
Oh,
12
yeah.
megs upload, 25 down. That's plenty. But not nearly as fast as Starlink is.
I pay $300 a month.
300.
Yeah, you probably get
Cable
Well,
and
you got
internet.
47 million channels.
cable and internet with a bunch of pay channels. Easy, you can pay 300 plus a month. We were paying 250, 300 before we got rid of the cable. Absolutely. Couple of boxes, you know. I had one down here. There was one in the living room and one in the bedroom because the kids didn't want
It won't let
their
you get on for some reason.
It won't let me get on. That's weird.
I'll send you the email. Hopefully that'll work because it worked for everyone else.
Maybe it's that Starlink, man.
Well, I got gig internet speed, so I got pretty fast speed. So
Yeah, me too. I get that. I got Verizon's, whatever their thing is. It's fucking, I'll tell you what, it's no comparison to Comcast. We got Comcast's new thing. We had it for a week, man. I never heard so much bitching from the fucking boys. Because this was a couple of years ago. You know, I would hope it's better now.
Family Outcast is going to familyoutcast81 at Gmail.
But yeah,
It's sent.
it didn't even compare to the Verizon speed of Verizon. And they were claiming this, that, and the other thing too, you know. The Zoom, it's just a all white. Do you have a VPN maybe? Is that screwing things up?
it's probably taking a while to connect it because it takes mine a while to connect too.
What's up,
Typically, I
Silk?
would turn off the VPN.
Hey, so
Here's Silk.
That bothers the VPN bothers some things, and it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Hopefully, I don't have mine on right now.
Mine's on right now. It didn't seem to affect anything here.
I use a free one, Proton VPN, and it's not on right now. I know that gives my trouble on when we do in the fight sometimes.
Yeah.
why even have a VPN?
Well, the nice part about it is, well, nobody knows where you're surfing, and no one can save cookies on it.
The government knows everything you're doing.
Yeah, but they can't tell where you're coming
So
from.
you can pretend like you're over in Netherlands or in Spain, or
That's what I was getting at.
you
Say,
can
like,
watch all those channels.
Peter still has an address.
I can go watch HBO from a London address. And like last year, I couldn't get the Super Bowl on anything American, so I went over, switched my VPN over to London, and then I watched the Super Bowl through a London TV station.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder why you couldn't get it.
So you can do that like a lot of times. Certain movies or whatever are blacked out in one area or another.
Yeah.
Just change your. You just go on the list. There's a list of fucking every city in the world. Just change it to wherever you want to go.
Yeah, but if as far as our government, if they want to track where you're at,
Listen, they can find out anything you fucking say now. They can find out when you fucking fathered last night if they want to.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, when I was a kid in the 70s, man, I remember we had I forget who it was some scientist. Some come and gave us a little fucking talk in science class. And he was talking about satellite shit. And he pulled up a picture of a fucking magazine on the ground. And we were like, yes. I heard the dog going into attack mode. Anyway, it was a picture of. You all right up there? Anyway, it was a picture of a
we're
magazine.
good.
The guy goes, the amazing part of this, he goes, is this was taken from a camera in space, traveling around the fucking planet. Oh, and it was as clear as day. And when I saw that, I was like, good Lord, they can fucking see everything you're doing. And that was in the fucking 70s.
Yeah.
You know, so you can just imagine what they can do now. The technology.
They talk. they talk about Chat GTP and all this stuff that they're worried about now. But if that's what we can get to now, Chat GTP, imagine what DARPA has now. You know, the government has now. It's called Joe Biden, by the way. Joe Biden's the new Chat GTP. Of course, he's not smart, but that's how we got there.
It's not looking very good. That's all I can say.
Still not working.
I mean, it's not too bad around here.
They're fucking kids. You can't fucking kill them, and you can't fucking live with them. Don't tell me. Anyway.
Is that the old one or the younger one?
All three of them.
Oh.
All three of them.
Because the younger one...
Right over my head having an argument. I'm like, this house is fucking huge. Go talk somewhere else.
We don't hear him.
Oh, I don't know. That's all I could hear. I'm like...
Yeah, we don't hear him at all.
Oh, you're lucky.
Your mic's doing good.
Can't be reached.
It's way over here.
I don't hear it at all. I have an earphone in too, you know.
Yeah.
Can't reach the web page.
Yeah, the only thing I would think is go to the Zoom home page and download the latest client. I think it's zoom.us is the name of the page.
All right. What are you talking about?
Family Outcast having a trouble getting connected.
Oh.
So yeah, zoom.us, and then download the latest Zoom client, and then try the link.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do that, especially if he's on a new system.
And you should sign in and have an account too. I mean, I don't think you have to, but it works much better when you do. Can't be reached. Wow.
Crazy. Well, maybe Starlink ain't that great after all.
Speaking of Elon, I see he's going to try to launch that big spaceship tomorrow again.
Is he?
Yeah, 420 going up, brother.
420.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. 420, it's going up.
Funny.
Have you watched any of that shit? I mean, I watch it all the time. I'm like religious in that shit because I don't know, I like it.
What's that?
I watched a lot of the rocket stuff, so.
Yeah, I watch it if I know about it. I usually don't even hear about it, though.
I'm subscribed to like 3 or 4 channels that just videotape everything that goes on down there, you know?
Yeah, that's me too. NASA Space Flights, Lab Padre.
Yep, La Padre, yep. SpaceX stuff.
Yeah, and the SpaceX main channel.
Let's see if I can do that here.
We'll see what that is. I don't know if it'll fly tomorrow or not, but.
So it depends on the weather and all systems and all.
I think it's in the morning. I want to say 7:15 in the morning, Eastern time.
It's around 9 o'clock our time, I think. It was 8 something.
Out of Texas.
Texas time. Oh, there's my property, Texas. Thank you.
She
When you pay for property tax down there?
Oh, you already in? He already fed on them.
Oh my God.
Hey, Wobbly, what's happening, man?
In-laws.
Wobbly, what's going on?
Heard a meeting where some of the yellow pages.
They have SpaceX is doing a live right now. They have 7,600 people watching them. Shit, small potatoes. We got 6 on ours.
I think they had over 1 million that Monday morning when they went lost.
I think Elon's there. Huh? Is Elon talking to you?
Yellow pages.
I agree with you now.
Yeah,
I agree with you
okay.
now.
$647.
So it was like I think April of 1995. We started working on it, and the I guess the idea was fairly simple: to take mapping and apply it
What was
to
that,
the
property
internet.
tax?
And there
How much?
were a few other companies trying to do it, but no one with the very cool technology of
For 6 months.
sort of what was called vector-based
Oh, yeah.
mapping, which is
For the years,
what we all
well,
use today.
Yeah,
where the
that's
map is actually
also
alive, not just a picture.
That was very ahead of its time. You know.
I think we were the first.
mine's
I know there
1200
were
for the
other
year.
people putting maps on the internet, but I
You
think we
live
were
in
the
a big
first to
town. I
put
live in a little
vector-based
town.
mapping, which is what the kind of
Midwest,
technology
my
you use
little
today
town,
on the internet.
fucking
And door-to-door
$6,000
directions.
fucking.
Yeah. You're on
Here in this house,
Massachusetts, brother.
Massachusetts.
8,500. Yes, sir. Hang on a second.
And they're due May the 10th. And I just got them. I know they're cheap.
Yeah, up in Maine, I think we're paying. I think it's damn close to $6,000.
Well, you're out of state, your second home.
Yeah, but it's they don't tax it that way. You know, it's
But
not
you know what I'm saying? If it was your primary residence, if you lived there,
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure it'd be
no,
much
no,
lower.
It's not. It's not. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's because it's on the fucking water, man. It's from near as I can tell. Fuck, I own land right across the street, and it's fucking $400 for the fucking land, and on the fucking water, it's they value my property at because it's improved now with a house. They don't give a fuck what your house is worth. They count the footage on your waterfront, and they charge you $900 a foot for a grand total of whatever it is, and then they tax you on that. And it comes out to 300,000 plus, even though I paid $5,000 for the fucking land, and I got about $100,000 cash money into that place, maybe 100 a quarter. So 130,000 tops is what I fucking spent, but yet they
How much
charge.
would you sell it for?
Oh, I'd sell it for 400 if I could.
400. So that's what they should tax you for.
Yeah, I know. But
Shit.
But yeah, it would be. I don't know what I could actually get for it. I mean, if people up there they sell their fucking house and it's on sale for fucking $2. So you got to find the right person, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people get turned off by a fucking dirt road. You know, and that's why I liked it though. I liked it because it was rural. You know, it's way out.
You have a big enough space for helipad?
No. I actually, what if I cleared the forest? I could clear out the forest and across the street. I own a couple of acres across the street. There he is. He's funny looking without his fucking headphones on.
I know. What's happening, Howard?
You can't hear us.
Yeah, there he goes.
Howard, you can't hear
You
us.
can. You can hear us, man. Don't put them on.
Hey, what's up, Howard? No, you can't hear us.
Okay, I always wanted to check that place
Well, we can hear
And I
you.
wanted to check up part
You
from
always
like,
want to test that.
He wants to check on parts.
the Sabria
Hello.
familia, like everyone's like,
Hello.
I was talking to a couple
Okay.
friends and they're like, yeah, these are the
Got my
spots.
daughter here, my son, and picked her up at the airport. She just got back from Spain today.
Oh,
The
nice.
houses that look like
Nice,
gingerbread.
yeah. 2-hour flight to Frankfurt, from Spain to Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt to Toronto, 9 hours. So it landed at 6 o'clock.
A lot of
Picked her
fun.
up. The wife is out teaching
Yeah, so
tonight
my friends
till
were kind of
10.
telling me,
My
gotta
son
check
was out
this
working.
house, you gotta check out
He
this
decided to
house.
stop by, so I got a whole crew over
Checked
here.
out 2 houses that
Yeah,
were like built by Gaudi, the church built by Gaudi, and I checked out
So where's Humboldt? Is Humboldt around?
no, not yet.
No, I'm seeing
I was
him.
thinking about something. I was thinking about something really stupid today. In the shower, thinking about Humboldt, and thinking, oh, I'm gonna razz him when he comes on. I'm gonna say, oh, I remember back in the day when Humboldt was still on dial-up. Give him a razz. Just think about the stupidest things in the shower. I'll tell you.
So yeah, Google Maps, I'm like, okay, my friend's like, go here. I'm like, all right.
Humble.
Sorry, if you want to know what's going on. Don't know.
That's
Going on with what?
The outcast can't get on.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to get on and won't let him. But you got right on.
Yeah, I just clicked the link in the email and boink. Got me right here.
That would sure make me think VPN number 1, turn that off. That I would think it would work. Otherwise, I'd be calling Starlink and saying, what the fuck is this not working for?
There's got to be a glitch in there somewhere.
It's probably a security thing, I bet. You know, it's you know.
It's something stupid. So I seen this video yesterday. It popped up into my stream, and it was a model, a working model of a little V8 engine, and it was slick, man. I want one. It was like
A wheel.
7. It's a real runs too.
Yeah.
Everything.
A
It's a
cutaway
Like
version,
five
right?
restaurants
And
in
it's
one.
it's a little V8, and it looks like would be about that big, you know. And it was cool as hell, man. I love little models. And then another guy took that and put it in a little radio controlled car, and it was like, that is slick, man. A fucking radio controlled car with a V8 motor, have little headers on it and shit and everything, man.
I get into remote control shit for
Oh, I
fly
love it.
cars too. I keep going through those habits where like, oh, let's do this.
Yeah, I like. I've learned over the years that I need to get ground stuff. I can't do flyers. I don't. I've tried and tried and tried, and I just don't have the knack for flying shit, man. I'm envious of anybody that can do it. I've never had anybody actually try to teach me, but I'll tell you what, man. I have crashed the fucking shit out of some nice fucking planes, man. You know, the helicopters, forget it. I didn't even try those, man. I seen a dude trying to fly a helicopter, man. He gets that thing up like about fucking 2 feet off the ground. It landed, and the helicopter just doesn't go bump and it fall down. It goes bam, 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 bam. The thing was like in a million fucking pieces, man. And he just took one little wrong turn, you know.
I have 2 remote control trucks in the garage right now that I could build and put back together. They do 70 miles an hour.
Nice. What kind of?
We should do it in the backyard. You know, got a nice yard back there now.
Are those as a nitro or electric ones?
Electric.
Electric, yeah.
Yep.
You know, and I had all nitrous.
And I have all the best shit, right, to charge it up and all that stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
But
I had all.
they're old
nitrous
now.
stuff. Now that shit. I was at the hobby store, and the kid was telling me, he said, "Yeah, that's like all antique shit now, man." He goes, back in the day, he goes, when you used to run that, he goes, you'd go to the track with a nitrous car, and you'd have a bear of a time getting it to run, and then when it did run, it would fucking smoke everybody. He goes, "Yeah, but that was until fucking brushless motors and lithium batteries."
That's what I get.
And he goes, forget it. He goes, there's nothing that competes with it. And it was like,
Brushless motors, man's a badass.
Yeah.
I would lazy. We're talking good on electric cars, and I was getting all excited over there.
A little drone for like $400, and they're really cool.
What's that?
Yeah.
The DJI Mini 2.
Oh, I got a DJI right here. Right on the floor right there. It's the white one with the first generation.
Oh, the old model, right?
Yeah, it's
the Phantom?
Yeah, the Phantom.
Old Phantom?
Yeah. Yeah, it works great.
Apparently, you need a license now to fly those. But the DJI the Mini is less than 300 grams, 250 grams, and you don't need a license to fly it.
Is that right?
Yeah. Because anything that's over 250 grams, you're supposed to have a pilot's license. You'll go for a test and get approval.
I had that thing up in the fucking sky, right? I had it way the fuck up to see how high it would go, right? And a fucking plane went underneath it. I mean, it was way up there. I mean, I'm just looking down, and it was like looking from the fucking satellite, man. You know,
One day is sunrise.
Went underneath it, man. It was like way. He was way down too, man.
Edit them based on like
Those things are. I never really fly it around. A buddy of mine, he lives up over in Medford, and he's up on a hill, and he'll fly that fucking thing right into downtown Boston, man. A couple, 3 fucking miles away, man. I'm like, you're fucking nuts. And he's going, no, man, I'm on the hill, so there's no interference. Man. I go fucking right in. He has some beautiful videos too, man. Like, you got balls.
My son came over on his birthday on the 9th, and Easter, and he took the drone out the back and he flew over to the main intersection, went all the way up to Steeles Avenue, and then across over to Martin Grove. He did a 3 or 4 kilometer loop, 15-minute loop, and came around. It was really interesting.
Oh yeah,
subdivision, and then coming around and landing in the backyard.
Right.
We have 2 schools here, one across the street and one down the street. And the one down the street, I never realized how many solar panels are on the roof.
Oh really?
The whole area is covered with like maybe 300 solar panels up there, generating power like crazy. The one across the street has maybe 100 panels.
Yeah.
But the other one in the high school is like 300 panels. Like, wow.
I bet they still have a wire going into the building from the power grid.
Yeah.
In other words, they're not off grid, I'm sure.
No, it's there's an inverter and it supplements the power grid. It belongs right in, and all this power goes right to the grid.
I've been watching a lot of those too, off-grid videos. I've been, looking into those and shit. And man, a lot of them in Michigan too. There's a lot of off-grid people in Michigan.
A lot of people in Michigan feel the need to broadcast themselves on YouTube. It's a really you see, well, the fucking people from Michigan. Oh, look at me! It's like, okay, I'll watch your videos. But yeah, there's a lot of real shitheads out there that are living off grid. I watched one couple, and I just shut them off because it hurt to watch it. They were so stupid. They had an off grid container house, so they've taken containers and they've built a traditional looking house from the inside. It's insulated and everything, right? But they decided they're completely off grid. They run a solar system. Okay, and they have 2 mini splits that they're using for heat and cooling. Okay, and then the first fucking cold night, their mini splits are on, and it sucks down their fucking system and kills the fucking batteries. And it's just like, well, where's your fucking wood stove? And they're like, oh, we didn't want a wood stove because of the smoke and this and that, and it's like, so. Then he goes, well, I'll have to go fire up the generator to charge the battery. So I figured he'd get a system. He fucking drags this rickety old fucking generator out of the shed, and it will barely fucking start up, and it was like, oh, geez, this guy has like no clue. But who am I to say? He was doing it. So there's all kinds of people out there. But yeah, there's some real fucking doozies on YouTube, man.
Well, the ones that I see and pop up are good-looking sheds, and they're really nice.
Oh yeah, and they're big money too.
No, he built it. It's pretty low price, like 20 grand.
That's a lot of money.
For for a nuggy shed. It's what basically what it is, a fancy nuggy shed.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And he's off grid, and he's got an outhouse and everything. The outhouse is so pretty. 12-volt lights everywhere. All solar powered.
Near me in Maine, and they've never developed their property, and they have a like an 8x10 shed, and it looks just like a regular shed until you look closely at it, and there's some of them have the fucking power feed going into it. There's a pipe going up with a weatherhead, and then you see another vent pipe for a toilet, and it's actually connected into a septic system. And you go in the shed, and it's a fucking bathroom in there, and that's all it is a bathroom. Some of them even have a tub or a shower, toilet, and a sink, and they're heated and everything. And it's like, wow, that's pretty neat. And then they'll be staying up there in a camper or something.
They have a propane powered refrigerator. I was trying to figure that out. Okay, how the fuck?
Well, what it does is, here's how it works. It's actually an ammonia refrigerator, and the propane is used in the bottom of the refrigerator. It's not that much propane. It's like a pilot light, and it pretty much heats up the ammonia. And as the ammonia goes up to the top, and when it comes back down, it turns cold, and that's what makes the refrigerator work. They're really slow, but once they get cold, they work really well. But they don't work well when the temperature goes below freezing.
Which is okay, I would think, because it's cold.
If you wanted to see, here's the thing. I looked all into this. I was going to put one in my house up in Maine, but because you have to, they're half of the back of the refrigerator, the top and the bottom are outside because they have to be vented. In the camper, they're vented. There's there's a little square on the side of the camper. That's the refrigerator vent, and then there's another one on the roof. So you would have to do the same thing in your house. And in the wintertime or in the cold weather, they become useless. So everything in them would actually freeze because they're connected outside. But yeah, it was in all actuality, they're not that efficient to run. And what I ended up doing was I got a little small refrigerator from Lowe's. I don't even know what size it is. The fucking freezers. I think it's like this wide. I think it's up to about here on me, the top of the refrigerator. It's a little small guy. Has a regular freezer and a regular fridge in it. And we just run it during the day, and when we shut the generator down at night, everything stays frozen and cold until the next morning when we turn it back on. So it worked. And it was a lot cheaper than I think it was $175 as opposed to some of those RV refrigerators. Believe it or not, you'd be better off if you wanted to go that route and get one, right? You'd be better off looking for a fucking RV that needed a roof or something and then you just strip it, take all the shit out of it. That it all runs on low voltage or propane or whatever,
I don't know if I get to watch on YouTube to watch what I'm going to show here.
So this is our front entryway, our mudroom as we call it. We originally had built the cabin, so coming and going, we can just
that's pretty cool. Him and his wife lived there.
Shut off, lock her up, and leave. Yeah, you always think about security when you're off grid, and we made this place as secure as you can make it. When it comes down to
and he just keeps adding on to it.
Your place, you're not around.
And this is a 28-minute long video, but.
Well, that's what I said to Villain when we were out there. I'm like, dude, I would have fucking made that one up there, your bedroom.
We have full water in the bathroom
kitchen and an office and a
composting toilet inside,
card table or something.
And the cat box is also under there.
There's a toilet goes right down to a bucket.
350 square feet that isn't stinking. Stuck it down underneath.
He likes the bucket.
Composting toilet.
It's just one of the. There's a bunch of them I've been watching. It's like, wow.
We like to hunt, yes.
Yeah, my neighbor across the street from me, he's since sold, but He built himself a little 1-bedroom, 1 little bathroom, a living room, a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen, and a little loft, tiny loft just for storage. And it was the coolest little house, man. It was just for him and his wife in the summertime.
Look at this guy.
And it's just the most cozy, efficient, simple, off-grid cabin I've ever.
Property. At first, it was really cool to build a 12 by 16 cabin, and it was just intended to be just a weekend getaway, come up for a night, come up for hunting camp. And as I used it more, discovered that it was kind of tight being in a 12 by 16 with a 4-foot roofed over porch.
I doubt he's filling it by 5-gallon bucket.
Some of the things I learned over time when I started with this 12 by 16 and was just happy.
He's got a nice place.
Pile out back there though. Right now it's about 80 in this room right here. The wood pile he had out there had hell.
Yeah, 3 years worth. 3 years worth, he
said. I wouldn't like it. Then they come here. Nice. The refrigerator is actually out of a large motor.
His refrigerator, propane one.
82 degrees, holy fuck! I'd be sweating my tits off in that
space for the ice cream. Not that it's all ice cream.
Yeah, he does keep it hot, he says.
Quite a bit of room in those. Yeah,
it's just
basically a full-size fridge.
It's nice having good cold stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're looking for refrigerators, like the older Serval that I have on the porch, needs no electric. It runs strictly propane. This one needs to be hooked up to 12 volt or 110 because it has an electronic ignition for the pilot. It needs a power source for it to operate. If you're watching to buy, you can sometimes find older versions of these that don't need to be tied to 12 volt. This one, just understand, if you're going to run just off propane, it still needs a power source for the spark ignitor.
So what do you
do? He's going to show you his propane next.
It is.
Back.
There's a 2-tank setup that switches automatically when one empties, it goes to the other. Those are tied in just to my refrigerator. The other one is to my cook stove. I found my refrigerator typically uses one of these 20-pounders about every 2 weeks, about every 14, 15 days. The stove and the oven
20-pounder last 2 weeks
will run me about 3 to 4 months on a 20-pound tank. I like the convenience of the 20-pounders just for their lightweight, they're handy. I'm not under contract, get them filled anywhere. You can exchange them, it costs more. But in an emergency, you can exchange them at a gas station. You do have a 30 and a 50-pounder that I usually use at the other side that's hooked up to my on-demand hot water. My little kitchen area, there's a couple of lower base cabinets here. This is a slab of cherry.
I think this is a living room now.
Noises and watching all them. And I always thought
I could live in this shit.
This opening was one of the first additions they did. Actually, a pocket door here.
Pocket doors, good ideas.
Which is off the side, so we're on the off the addition here of the
he built this house over the well.
Dining room.
This was the first addition built on because it was kind of tight in there with the table and chairs and trying to couch and everything. So then this went on to add the dining room, a little more space to eat.
Why?
And to give it the bathroom.
Why? Because it's time to fucking faucet on
the whiskey barrel.
Look at what he does for hot water. What's it going to suck it up? There's a hot water heater on the wall.
That's a decorative thing and it's like a backup. He'll show you. He'll talk about it. Hold on.
Solely just pretty
much it does both. That's like his backup.
Down another well. So
there's a well right there.
Again, I can hand pump water. This is its own
and
well
pump it,
for
and he's got a regular one.
The thought behind this, when I originally did this, was
I like that one of those.
This hand pump water goes out of this vessel sink, which again I bought at a garage sale for like $15. Mounted it on the barrel, drilled a couple holes, ran a line over. The water now is wash water for your hands.
Now it goes into his tank.
And it goes into the holding tank on the toilet.
Even knows how many fucking pumps it takes to fill the toilet.
It won't overfill the holding tank. It won't come out on the floor. It actually, it's like if you had a leaky valve in your toilet and the water keeps running all the time. It just goes through.
Well, actually, yes.
So now you can pump, and I've discovered it's about 35 pumps. Fills that holding tank.
The parents owned the mobile home before this.
Started out that way. Then over time, I added a 12-volt on-demand pump.
But I did spend a lot of time watching this guy.
Into the same well.
When I first
So
went
now
up to
you
Maine,
can actually flush the
couple of
toilet,
neighbors were-
and it will
were,
refill off the 12-volt pump, or you can hand pump it. So again, I've got two ways to do that.
Yeah, it's a cool setup.
What this does is turns the pump off. Now you can fill it with just I haven't. When I said, "Oh, you can go use the outhouse," and they're like, "Oh, outhouse, ew, oh, I hate it." So I try to make it really nice, but also I like
better
it
than villains,
nice.
huh?
My bride-to-be did a lot of landscaping around.
I can think it was
the
villains when I saw
she's
this.
done a
Like,
lot
holy
to kind of
shit, look at
dress it
that.
up right there. He took an Amish deer blind and turned it into my outhouse.
This is a tricked out outhouse. Let's take a look.
I can't even imagine how cold that thing
Look at how great this is, and let me tell you, there's no smell in here. And you come over, if Scott has you over for chili or something, he's got candles going in here. It's pretty
I don't know
tricked
if
out.
that great that I really want to go there.
Another little
I'll still stay inside,
here.
thank you.
If you'll notice the metal where the toilet paper is, everybody always keeps all their toilet paper in the coffee can so that the mice can't get it. By putting that panel of metal up, mice can't climb the metal.
The old folks up in Alaska.
Another thing I might mention while we're here is there's a carbon monoxide detector.
On one of the
Some
shows,
people
the guy
aren't aware,
takes
maybe
the guy- he
most
has to
are.
take down to the
Smoke
outhouse
detectors get
and
mounted up
move it.
high. Smoke goes
Because he-
high, so
he
there's a
has
smoke
a,
detector up in the
what do
loft.
they call it?
Carbon monoxide
It was
detector
a,
should be mounted down lower
like
to
a,
the floor, so there is one of those there.
It was a fucking
As you
big
come
cone
into the bedroom,
frozen fucking poop.
another handy
Just
thing
about
that
coming
my
out of
dad
my
did,
fucking
if you want to come in and turn around and take a look.
Yeah, and here's the
But
step
he said
down.
that the hole was full, pretty much. And it was
This
in the
is
winter,
like
so
a
they
barn
had a
door
fucking,
that my
big
dad
little
actually
hole
made
and
for me.
and then
He
he
took a
just
piece of
picked up the top
OSB
of the
board
outhouse
and the
and
pine and Brad nailed it all together. Used some just
On top
barn
of the
door
new shit.
hinges. Actually made a wood track. The
Oh.
track is all homemade
Hey,
from
how
wood,
about
so
that?
it's kind of an
buddy of
inexpensive
mine
way to
ended
make
up
a
going
door.
off
in his basement.
Yeah. Buy a shed, put it in the back. I don't know, buy a shed, even fucking build it. I'm not a good builder though. So.
Easy to build it. It's much better quality. My daughter's she shed has been kind of quite the fucking hit this year. Her brother tried to take it over, and he went and bought a fucking 52-inch TV and put it out there. Well, that's all it took. All them little teenage girls are out there now. And he's like, oh, and it's like, hey, man, it's fucking her shed, dude. She built it, man.
We just gave our son a 42-inch TV that we left, third one.
Oh, nice.
Him and his wife are getting divorced at the moment. 3 kids.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I feel bad for the kids in that case, you know?
I'm glad that they're keeping the kids out of it. That's what I'm most concerned about, obviously, because I had gone through it, and but he's basically living in a big apartment, but it has nothing. A couch and a TV,
Oh, yeah.
one TV.
He's starting all over again.
Yeah, he's starting all over again. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, my sister-in-law, she got divorced. She always said she didn't have it. You can tell. She fucking turned them kids against their father so fucking fast. It was funny, man. They don't even.
Yeah, I worry that that's going to happen to him.
Yeah, and one of the kids, his youngest son, Tommy, the one that he said, oh, that's pretty not even mine. The fucking kid looks like he spit him out of his mouth, man. And the kid talks so bad about his father when he was working with me, and I'm like, dude, your father's not a fucking bad guy, And I would tell this story about this, that, and the other thing. And he was laughing. He goes, "Who was that? Who was that?" I go, "That was me and your father." And he's like, "What? What?" And I'm like, I said, "You never heard anything good about that fucking dude, have you?" He's like, "Well, no, not really." It's fucking sad. People would do that,
I talked about that exact thing with my wife today on the way home. That don't ever talk bad about your ex-wife. Never. I don't care what she does. Don't ever talk bad about it. Because even if you're not in front of the kids will hear it eventually.
That's right.
even talking bad to the mother, the ex-wife, about how bad a person she is, might be justified, but don't do it.
Right. These two, they used to have to meet at the fucking police station to exchange the kids because they were so uncivil to each other. And it was just all fuckers. You know, they sold a house, right? And they both walked away with about $60,000 each. Okay, after everything was said and done, paid it off, right? They fucking proceeded to piss that away with lawyers going after each other for stupid shit until they were both fucking broke. I watched them do it. It was kind of funny to see it. And it was kind of sad at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, but it was just like, what the fuck are you two doing? I remember he says to her one day, "Oh, so you want to play hardball, huh?" You know, it's like, oh yeah. So I don't know what he's doing. I haven't heard from him in more than 10 years now. And the kids are in their 20s now. But too bad. And they're dopes, both of them. One of them never had a job. I think he's going to be 25 pretty soon. Or 24, 25. Never had a fucking job. Just got his license not that long ago. And then that fucking... Listen to this, at Easter Sunday, right? His mother says, "Oh, well, he's not coming down because Mr. 7." And I'm like, because I have barked at him in the past, but not that much, you know? And the thing of it is, what I've done is what his mother's done, see? Is I've said to her, "And you ought to tell that fucking kid to get a job. You ought to do this, you ought to do that." And she does nothing, but she'll go home and say, "Oh, Uncle George said to do this, right?" And so now the fucking kid hates me. And I've never spoken 2 words to him, right? So now he's saying, well, he can't go to his grandmother's because of me. So on Easter Sunday, I spoke up and said, no. And I said, you tell your brother, if he's going to use me for an excuse, then he can expect a visit from me then too. You know, I said, you better tell him to straighten his ass out. And straighten out the family. You better call your grandmother and tell her you don't want to come because you're a little bitch. You know? But yeah, it was just like, who the hell do you think you are, man? Using me for a fucking excuse, man. I ain't done nothing to you, you fucking dummy. People are crazy, man. That's what I've done. But yeah, this is what she's done, in my opinion. You're thinking more and more about going off grid, eh?
I really don't like being, you know, at the man, you know, you don't have electricity, you don't pay a bill, you don't have electricity. And I'm not saying I don't pay my bill, but
you're going to be paying one way or another. I mean, you're going to pay it all up front.
Well, eventually is a payback, you know, is a return on investment eventually. Most people agree with that.
Yeah.
And when you finally got your investment all caught
but it is like years away, right?
Buy another whole new system then.
Yeah, that's what I just
years away.
The new Zippo system just
the new batteries, man, they last 10 years for sure.
Now, the newest thing is a salt battery.
Maybe I can see.
It's powered by sodium chloride, which is really abundant. It's not like lithium. That's a development. Salt.
Well,
I think it does need to be another jump, but there has been a jump recently with those LiPo batteries, whatever that's called.
If you have a large enough battery pack and a large enough solar array or wind generator, you could be off grid. Because you can get everything in the house.
You wouldn't even
refrigerator. You can get it changed to a 12 volt. Everything can run in the house on 12 volts, like straight. You know.
Yes, I am aware.
You will have a fire. There's a reason you don't light your house with 12 volts.
Yeah,
but you would definitely want a fire.
The resistance and lines.
Well, you get yourself a wood. What do they call those furnaces that burn little wood pellets? A pelletized stove, pellet stove.
Pellet stove,
yeah. You buy a bag of pellets, and you
need 120 volts to run one.
Okay. Well, then you have an inverter that runs from the batteries to 120, right?
My neighbor has one.
Well, the fan on those things, I think it would be a killer.
We were out of power for a week, and she kept coming over to my house and charging batteries. A fully charged deep cycle battery would last about 4 hours, 5 hours.
Wow.
On a pellet stove, believe it or not. And that was just to turn the auger. Just a little turn the auger. I was like, you want to invent something? Think of a little spring wound crank. You could just crank it up, and then it would, unwind and turn the auger.
Right.
They
have a little thing, a hydraulic ram that winds up a spring,
right?
And then the spring would turn it. Like a clock mechanism. You wind up the clock mechanism.
Right.
So you have a
use gravity, put a big weight up tall, and just have it weight pulling down.
Right, like a clock, like a pendulum on a clock. The same thing. The weight of the
I got into those pellet stoves just for that reason. It's like, fuck that, man. It's so much easier just to grab a log of wood and throw it in the damn stove.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't see why you wouldn't do a log stove, wood stove.
The heat's the same. I mean, them little pellet stoves, they get hot, but it's only a little flame, little circle of pellets. This big little flame goes that high. It's funny to see how hot they really get, But then you got to buy the pellets, man. I mean, and most people that buy the pellets, they have a pallet delivered to their house. There's a lot of people in this town.
My brother-in-law has a pellet stove. My sister-in-law.
A lot of people like it for the convenience. Let's face it, man. A wood stove is messy as fuck. I mean, I've been burning wood for 30 years, man. And it's messy. You carry wood in, we carry it in a bucket.
Well,
shit falls all over the place, man.
Well, you're a giant fucking house, yes, but your little stove in your she shed is pretty small and efficient, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
just enough to take the chill out of the air.
Wait, some little thing like that. There you go. Yeah. We live in one room. Whatever room you're in, light that burner up.
That fucking little she shed is hot as blazes out there now. I fired that stove up a little earlier for me. And it's that thing cranks, man.
They complain that they want air conditioning soon?
No, they have air conditioning.
You spoil your daughter.
But for the most part, when I was growing up, I never had air conditioning, and we always kept the temperature down at 63.
You always managed. Yeah, you managed.
Yeah, we never had AC when I was a kid.
Right, so
it's like we never had remote controls either.
Right.
Didn't have computers either.
That's right. Lots of things we didn't have growing up. Was it all necessary? All the stuff we missed?
No computers, no cell phones. All of us fuckers. Damn. We're old.
We're old, that's right. We are old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day, I remember when Hubble was on dial-up.
I remember dial-up. You used to have to fucking be dialing with no connection.
Yeah.
I remember when we got it, right? When we finally get fucking internet, we dial up, and it was really nothing on there, except for America Online. And then all of a sudden, we get the fucking phone bill, and it's like fucking $600, man. It was like, what the fuck? The place that we had to call, it was a toll charge.
Long distance toll charges, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2-3 towns over or some shit, man. And it was like, well, there goes the internet. Fuck that. I ain't using that thing anymore.
You heard that again, huh?
Some kid who was playing online games back in the day, and it's like a $15,000 to $2,000 phone bill. Same thing. Long distance. Got a call from the Chinese lady today. I couldn't even block her. It came across as a private call.
Once cell phone came out, there goes all those long distance bills. Like you and your long distance, remember? You can go anywhere now.
Like that Castel 710-1010, and then your number, and then the area code number. That's pretty cheap to do that.
Yeah.
Did that a couple times from North Carolina. Like $1 a minute. From North Carolina. That was very good.
What, on a regular landline, you mean?
Yeah, the old phone line.
Use a cell phone. It doesn't cost anything.
710 1010.
And we gooey as fuck.
Oh, gooey is a good thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Look at the fucking behind the ghost story. They get that fucking weed that they have a deal. They think that they get that to get rid of it. And he goes, they're selling some of the stalest shit I've ever had. And he is right, too. They are, man. They're fucking bastard. It's all fucking dried out, man. All old. Like, you probably got dust on it.
So I got my new nectar collector.
Nectar collector.
Oh, you put the glass tip on. Did it come with the metal tip too?
Comes the glass tip.
Yeah, but
it's all one. It's all one thing. Doesn't come apart. It's one one piece. And I got a little blowtorch that lasted like one night.
Oh, you gotta get.
So I replaced it.
Cobra Dabber. Yeah, there you go. Get the real take.
Cobra smokes joints and dabs.
Yeah, that's.
Don't burn your house down.
This one came with the metal tip. I could put a tip like you have on it. But it's stuck in there now. It's all gooed in there. Oh,
yeah, I don't know how hot to use them and all that shit. I get it glowing red, then I let it cool off. No time when
just touch the side of it to your dabs. Don't stick it right.
Figure it out.
Touch the side, and it'll make them smoke.
But every time I do it, I cough my ass off.
Yeah, I know.
But I do get high as fuck, and it's one hit wonder, you know.
That's what the dabs do.
No, you get high, no doubt. Yeah, man, it ain't worth it to me. Makes me choke, man.
Yeah, it does. I got to figure out how to just get to not cough.
Well, I can do with that rig there. I just do tiny hits. But even at that, it's still.
But then you're doing it over and over and over and over with tiny hits.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Put some ice in it.
Ice in it, huh? I don't think this one can put ice in it, but I don't think it comes apart. One piece of glass.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's two different colors.
Oh, yeah,
But I still have those 3 grams I bought last week. No, I still got most of it left. This one's like more than half.
Oh, yeah.
This one has, about half. And this one's almost gone. That's the first one I got. But all 3 of them combined was only $30. And it's getting me high for, quite a few times. I guess not bad on one side. Other side, I don't really taste it. I do have one that's really good, the 25, the good priced one.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste all that much better than. I don't get a good flavor out of it. I don't know.
They're probably making it too hot then.
That's what I think, yeah.
So what you do is just heat it to glowing and then count 10, 15 seconds and then try it. And then
holy shit, 10 or 15 seconds, shit, damn. Okay, it's not burning anymore. Okay, it stops glowing. I'm going in.
It might still be too hot.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know.
I didn't try. Wait 10 or 15 seconds. Damn.
But you have to try it. Wait 5 seconds, then wait 10 seconds, and then see how it works. Because I guess the lower the temperature, the better the flavor.
Yeah.
At least that's what I.
Lower the temperature, the better the flavor. All right, well, I'm gonna go on a mute here, so I'll cough guys' heads off, and this torch is a little bit loud.
I should have got you an auto igniter.
What's that?
Auto igniter. Little pistol
no.
on there
Don't have anything like that.
That's what I got, man. It's just a trigger. I
Got
got
a pistol grip with the igniter in it.
Yeah, my wife fucking grabbed it. That's what she uses to light the wood stove with. Fucking torch.
Yeah, works good.
That's worse dynamite.
Two, three, four,
All right, hit it.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Uh-oh. He's gonna pop. It's a cherry. It's gonna pop.
I don't hold it in, you already got all. You don't have to hold it in.
You don't hold it in?
No, you don't have to hold
it
in. The kids today, the science says that as soon as you inhale it, you got everything out of it. Let it out.
Yeah.
Did it taste any different?
It did taste good, but it was still too hot. See, now I want another one, but then I get too fucked up. So, but it's like Dave's not a dab, or Cobra's not a dabber.
Sounds like a crack pipe.
Yeah, that's what the wife calls it. That's what she calls it. Exactly. It's a crack pipe. You don't crack.
Green crack, maybe. Well, I got all my plants trimmed up. I got 4 more it needs to come down to next couple of days.
Nice. Four at a time, eh? That's how it goes.
Yeah, this last one I only had 3, but they were stretchy ones. They were pretty big plants too, so
yeah.
Didn't get real good colas out of them, but it doesn't.
Oh, nice. They look pretty good.
That's Chemhead OG.
Chemhead, eh?
But a person may feel a greater
It's
freedom.
sticky stuff too.
Ugh. Water. Thank God for this stuff, man. You guys ever use this shit?
For what?
multivitamins.
It says vitamins, but it's basically
Vitamin water
orange flavoring.
and vitamin water or something.
Yeah, it says Mio vitamins on it, but it's orange tangerine flavor. And I put it in seltzer water.
I'm being bad today. I bought some Diet Pepsi.
Ugh. I can't stand it. I'd rather drink regular soda than drink the sugar. Fucking foul. I told my doctor I was going to do that years ago. I said, yeah, I'm going to stop drinking Pepsi. I was drinking like a 12-pack a day. It's a good idea. And I go, yeah, I'll just switch over to Diet Pepsi. He goes, oh, no, because I'd rather see you drink Pepsi than that shit. I was like, really? And he goes, yeah. He goes, if you're going to quit drinking Pepsi, he goes, why don't you just get off the soda completely? I'm like, really? And
Yeah, most I haven't been drinking any soda.
He said that I guess it was the combination. I'm drinking it now, but the combination attached in joints and elbows, knees, everything, you know. He goes, that's where it settles. And he goes, so you wake up in the morning with like stiff joints. And he goes, a lot of times it's from too much combination. I never heard that before, but he's the doctor.
I stopped drinking sodas. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Probably been 10 years since.
You. It's no good for you, man. I'm off the soda completely now.
I mean, it's mainly high fructose corn sugar, so.
Well, that's what it is, man. It's not even real fucking sugar.
Yeah, it's not real sugar, yeah.
That's high fructose. Your body can't get rid of that. The rest of them, they can make lots of money on it.
Did you know that Dwight D. Dwight D. Eisenhower declined LBJ's inauguration to go? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I heard that, yeah.
I did not know that.
I'm just doing fine. I hope you are.
Johnson was he?
I've met that now.
Kennedy, a Democrat after Kennedy, but he probably killed Kennedy because he became president.
Well, they say he had to sign the okay for it.
If we could do anything to make arrangements, anything for you, we'd love to. I'm just doing fine. I hope you are. If it's possible.
Oh yeah, you asshole.
We want you. Is that right? Lady Bird and I wanted to talk to you and tell you we just sure hope.
Well, what do you call him an asshole though? I mean.
If we could do anything to make arrangements or anything for you, we'd love.
Yeah, I've been listening to him about. He's been going on about the COVID bullshit. He's been on the right side as far as I'm concerned on the COVID bullshit.
He didn't want to.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you've had too many of them.
I mean, I'm not saying he'd be a good president at all, but.
You see, Mamie won't travel except by
they'll tell you what they want to hear and do what they want, like they always have.
For the most part,
he doesn't have a very good speaking voice, from what I've heard, though.
Well, he definitely has a halting voice. As some kind of medical condition.
Yeah.
Make it sound like that, kind of, you know.
Well, it's not looking good for Trump. I mean, all the things show he's only getting 40%. He's never going to get much higher than that.
Well, then, end of America is here. I kind of knew that already. Knew that in 2020.
Oh, I mean, and now he's out there. He has a plan to get rid of like all these famous plan. Like, yeah, I think it's too late.
I'll be glad to talk politics.
I don't know if it's ever too late.
True.
I think America is like the ocean. Waves goes up and down. Democrats, Republicans, back and forth. You know?
It does, for sure.
And it moves slowly. Then that's the way it was designed, is to move slowly.
Right.
Yeah, anything that they're doing right now can be undone.
Oh, yeah. But everything that he does, the other side will do can be undone too when it gets that.
Correct. And that's why you needed Congress to pass laws. Those are more difficult to be undone, but those still can be undone.
They're the biggest bunch of scumbags walking the planet.
Right. It should be, should be term limits as far as I'm concerned, but.
Should be term limits, man. I mean, let's face it, they all go in there fucking dirt poor, come out fucking billionaires.
Every single one.
They're poor,
but
AOC couldn't afford an apartment in Washington D.C. Now she's worth over $100 million.
Yeah.
The fuck? How the fuck does that happen?
How does that happen? Right.
she's a female. She's got something between her legs that people want, I guess. So.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is get elected, and you're on easy street, man. Quite obvious. Every one of those bastards down there was fucking loaded, and they weren't when they got there. Yeah, I worked civil service, man. That's what they consider those people. I got a civil service paycheck for 30 years, man. I ain't no fucking millionaire.
Well, that's what they're supposed to be, but but I don't trust any politician, to tell you the truth, either. So
nope, I don't either. Not any of them.
Hence the reason I'm wanting to go off grid.
I will say that's one of the best parts about being up in Brooklyn.
For the most part, and I'm pretty off grid. I have two connected bills: water bill and fucking gas bill, electric gas. It's all in one. Those are the only two external bills I have, you know? Well,
the internet bill.
Taxes and mortgage.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part, though, is daughter's friends leaving. One of the best parts about being up in Maine, in my opinion, is being out of touch. You don't see any news, nothing, man. It's nice. I think that's the best. If now, I mean, the phones work, so you can, if you want to look for it, you can find it. But I don't really care, man.
Yeah.
I'll watch a YouTube video or something, but.
I usually don't even turn my computer on till noon. So.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I turn mine on when I get up, surf YouTube or whatever while I'm having my coffee. Never anybody on anymore in the morning.
Oh, I get up and do my garden every day, so.
Nice.
I get up, have my coffee, look at my computer, turn on my computer.
Out. Make my coffee, take the dogs out.
At 10:15, I watch Louder with the Crowd, and that goes till noon every day.
Yeah. Oh, I probably will turn it on in the morning and see if they do launch that space. Yeah, so.
Yes, that's going up tomorrow. And then I go to Twitter, and that's where I get most of my news is on Twitter.
Oh, really?
I spend most of my time, I would think, on Twitter. But I can, get something in my brain as to what I'm looking for, and all of a sudden I get inundated with that on YouTube,
Right.
Yeah.
Like off-grid living. Like I said, I've been watching so many fucking videos today. And this old house, how to build shit. I've been watching so much of that shit.
Right. Oh, yeah, because one leads to another, and... Oh, excuse me. What I hate about YouTube is you get into it's like a shit stream. All of a sudden, like all these videos that I used to watch last month don't get fucking shown in the stream anymore. It's all, like just, I don't know, it's about 10 to 15 different topics just over and over and over instead of the wide variety like it used to be,
Up the top, there's like this little white circle things, semicircles near the top of YouTube. It'll when you go to home on YouTube or whatever, I click on the YouTube picture, then there's like it says all, then live, and then it goes through all the shows that you typically clicked on.
Right.
What the theme is. Mine is This Old House, Power Tools, Home Improvement, Extraterrestrial Life, Artificial Satellites, Machines, Quantum Mechanics, Podcast.
Here's mine, right? Podcasts, okay. Tools, okay. Live, okay. Auto repair shops, all right. Off-road vehicles, muscle cars. Dirt track racing. Never watch it. Dirt bikes, like I'm just not into that. Debates, I don't watch debates. Sales, no. Tourist destinations, not really.
I don't know how to clear those or anything like that.
Comedy, and then
at the end there's one new to you.
New to you. I was going to say I punch that one all the time, and then that brings up some stuff that I've seen before, but at least it's new. How does the steam engine work? Yeah, I mean, I don't get how they do things, but whatever.
To clear that, let's see. Probably at the settings.
Because I went through one time, it was like showing me these stupid fucking videos, man. So I'm like, I don't like this, and I click on it. Don't show me this again. And then that really narrowed down my stream.
Oh, see how to change that. Whatever.
And then I keep getting these crazy fucking videos. It looks like it's in some third world fucking country. Like this one here says, amazing manufacturing process of motorcycle fuel tanks, right? And then you look at the video, and these guys are in some third world fucking barn with an open fire, heating up metal and banging fucking I see another
they do it over there, though.
I seen another one over there where the fucking dudes were banging out fucking train wheels and shit out, pouring fucking metal train wheels and fucking sand mold and stuff. And it's like, what the fuck is this, man? You think it's gonna be like a big factory or something? It's these dudes with sandals on and fucking long robes on and shit, man. It's like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
Yeah.
But hey, they get the job done at the end of the day, I suppose. I mean, who am I to say?
That's it.
I always remember when I was a kid, I was only a little guy, man. I was about 6 or 7. Me and my parents were up in Nova Scotia. And the old man, we were towing a little trailer, a little pop-up trailer. And some reason or other, the old man had a Ford wagon. Probably wasn't more than a year or 2 old because he always traded them. But the axle broke, the rear axle broke, right? And we're out in the middle of fucking nowhere, So he goes to the campground with the thing thumping away, and he goes to this gas station, and he says to the guy, and the guy goes, let's pull her in, see if we can fix you up, man. He goes, that guy pulled that fucking axle out, fucking ground it down, welded it up. He goes, it was straight as an arrow, stuck it back in the car, and he goes, and off we went, He goes, never had another problem with that fucking axle again, man. He goes, little town ingenuity, you know. If they were anywhere else, they would have probably charged, oh, yeah, we'll have to order that part for you.
Yeah.
He goes, it was an old timer. He goes, oh, yeah, we'll fix you right up. And he goes, about 30 after the day, guy gets grounded down, stuck it in a vise, welded it together, ground it down some more, and stuck it back, put it all back together. It took him like an hour and a half, I think he said.
We got one person watching us. I think it's me.
Was that exciting?
We are exciting.
I think we're all stoned now. I'm sort of tired tonight too, so
I'm kind of fading myself.
All right, sounds good to me. I'll wrap it up. Howard's not here. Howard.
Yeah, well, Howard.
I guess. Peace out.
Right.
Good night, everybody.
All right, gents. Hey, happy 420.
Yeah, happy 420. That's true. Get high.
Why don't you go on in the morning?
I'll probably be on Rumble to show the flight there if it goes off. So.
All right, I'll keep my eye out for you.
I'll just be screaming somebody else, so no big deal.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
All right, man.
Peace, guys.
I'm in West Cobra. Bye, Howard.
Bye, Howard. And
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings? But you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear him preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight. There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country, and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way. No way. Gasoline and propane. More flames. Oh no. No more snowflakes.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean, but if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021, we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough. While you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks. You're supporting what you stand against, you don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn, dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth. And the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too. Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.